Stars and Stripes RC here with the FMS F7F Tigercat. Nothing against FMS. Anything you buy from any manufacturer could come with issues or defects. What counts is the customer service end of it to get any issues resolved that you might have. I've had planes that come out of the box and I had to replace all 4 servos. So, I mean, things happen. It's understandable. I want to wish FMS well. I've been in contact with Rachel over in China. And obviously, you guys probably seen on their link where they've got a lot of people out with coronavirus, so God bless those guys. I hope they get well soon. And but at any rate, I got this thing in December, and I've had issues with it since. The nose gear strut on it, the servo would not turn the nose gear strut. I disconnected the steering rod from the servo with that set screw in there. Tried to turn it by hand, and I could barely turn it by hand. It's like it was seized up. I contacted Horizon, who I bought it from. Of course, they take a while to get back to you. After a couple of emails to those guys trying to explain to them what was going on, I did finally receive a strut, not the retract, but just the strut, which I had my buddy Skyler over at Hobby Proz, the local hobby shop here, which those guys are great, man. They're real helpful. Skyler is an awesome guy. He's very helpful. But he put the strut, or was going to put the strut in, and one of the set screws that he had to take out of it stripped. So we ended up putting the whole retract strut assembly in, and I had the same issue. The servo would not turn the nose wheel. I replaced that servo, and that was one that Horizon had originally sent with the strut, and it wouldn't turn the nose gear. So I was about to give up on it. I contacted Horizon. They offered to send me a shipping label to send it back, but that if they had to replace it, it wouldn't be back in stock until February. So I thought, well, I've got another servo, brand new servo, Metal Gear servo, same servo from FMS that I had laying around, and put that one in it, and it works. I have steering now. So number one issue was the strut. It wouldn't turn even by hand. Okay, so but the new strut assembly was good. It was just that the first servo I tried for the steering part of it was no good. So after replacing that one again, I finally have steering. So I don't have to send it back, thank goodness. And I will get it out and maiden it tomorrow, and hopefully get a video for you guys on my channel, Stars and Stripes RC. If you like, please subscribe. And also, I wanted to note that I did put a couple of coats of matte finish water-based Minwax on this. I did that after I applied the decals so that it would seal those as well, especially on the nose art. That being a water slide decal, I don't care a lot for those. Very fragile, but with that Minwax, and I put about 4 or 5 coats over just the decal there, and so it should be good. It shouldn't flake off, hopefully. Also, I hooked up the ESCs in these motors according to the book. Now, according to RC Informer, they should, if you're looking at it like we're looking now, it should counter-rotate outbound, according to what he said, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but it should counter-rotate towards the wingtips. In other words, that way. Talking to Skyler over at the hobby shop, him and another very knowledgeable flyer, what they did was swap the props. Instead of going in and pulling the motors off and switching 2 of the plugs on the ESC to make them turn the opposite direction, I just swapped the props around, and now what I've got is counter-rotating, but they're counter-rotating inbound. So according to Skyler, that is better because it gives more lift on the elevator. So again, a lot of time and work went into just getting the strut fixed so that I can steer it, and finally after 2 or 3 weeks I can take it out and maiden it. It's a big plane, it's a beautiful plane. I flew the Flightline version. It flew very well. I expect only more from the FMS version. It's a lot more simple to put together at the field. It doesn't operate on 2 batteries but just 1 up front, so it should be much easier to assemble at the field. And we will get a video tomorrow of the maiden flight of this beautiful FMS F7F Tigercat. Stars and Stripes, I want to thank you for your support, those of you that are subscribers to me, and thank you for watching.